Harrisburg Stampede. Justin Coble with
I gotta change the freaking.
Oh, there it is.
Basically, they were
It's
playing
Major
Major League with a real game. Yeah.
Oh shit! There's the Hattie.
And with the sound of the hockey organ, we are back for the second half of the show. And we've alluded to it a little. I've alluded to it a little bit here in the first half. It's fantasy baseball season. Our league is up and running. We had our draft on Sunday.
Let the chaos begin.
Yeah, first off, and I already gave Dave shit for this, and so did his dad.
Right
So
off
did my
the bat,
wife.
though. Well, right off the bat, right after the draft, I hate my team. That's all I got from you. Is I hate my team.
To be fair, I hate every fantasy team I draft.
I was gonna say, you say that to me every year.
But I think it's oddly convenient that the man who's the commissioner of the league drafted first in our randomized draft this year. And Dave said that his dad was at the Friendly Inn drafting from the bar, and he was giving Dave crap over Messenger about. He's like, "Oh, so we're bookending the draft. Somehow you got first in your own league."
That's great. I didn't even take notice of that. Honestly, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even take notice that he was drafting first.
Yep, he was first pick overall.
Because I just went in and just see where I sat, which gave me time to go grab a drink or two. I forgot all about it. I forgot all about it till you text me. I completely forgot. I thought I completely forgot all about the draft until you.
Well, it's good I texted you.
Yeah, it was. It was like shit. But yeah. I think I was sixth. I think I started off sixth.
I could probably look that up. Draft
it's
recap.
Not important, but it's still fun. I didn't even take
notice.
Yes,
that you were sixth
first. Was it okay? Yeah, that's just funny how he was first overall.
Yeah, he took Shohei Ohtani. So that's a whole other thing. The draft. John messaged me.
I was gonna say his dad took it all last year, didn't it? His dad took it all last year.
I'd have to look at league history. Hold on. I think it was you and him in the. Yeah, you were second last year. You finished second place. His dad Al, they finished. Alan's High Life finished first. You had the second best record in the league with 15 wins, 6 losses, 1 tie. And then Dave had the best record, 15-7, no ties. And then Al had the third best record. And he started out with the worst record. But we also jumped from a 6-team league to a 10-team league this year as well. So,
hey, I mean, more the merrier.
I was just trying to make the best I could with my draft position at 9th. That's why I don't exactly love my team. I prefer drafting like in the middle. I'd rather have like a 5th or 6th spot, and it's consistently that spot every time. Because a snake draft, if you draft first and second, you draft last, and then you draft first and second the next round. So it always same thing with 9th and 10th. You draft last in the first round, and then the second round you draft first and second. I just like that consistency of 5th and 6th. I wasn't happy, but I think my first pick was Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. That's just because he was the best available option there. And then I got Skeens from Pittsburgh, who I'm hoping doesn't have a sophomore slump. I was also answering questions for Jamie, who drafted second in our league. So I think I even told you that I was finishing up dinner, trying to draft my team, and then answering any questions Jamie had for who she should pick. And somehow, based on projections, she's supposed to finish better than I am. So I'm just a little annoyed about that.
Well, I thought I was going to get a message from Jamie saying, "What the hell?"
To be fair,
Again.
you messaged me what the hell because you drafted 2 first basemen.
Yeah, I completely forgot that Freeman was first. I don't know why I thought he was shortstop. I do not know why. But in my mind, he was shortstop, and I had Harper, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then they put
Ugh.
Harper onto the utility spot, and I was like, "Thank God." But no, I thought I was going to get a message from Jamie of what the hell
Oh no, I got
when
to
I
hear
took
about it.
JT. Oh, did you?
Yeah, yeah, I got to hear about it.
Let me guess. He's an ass. He did it
She's
on
like,
purpose.
she goes, "You got to be effing kidding me." He drafted him again. I'm like, you weren't even the person I was concerned about drafting Phillies, so.
But the thing is, though, she had the first pick. She could have picked him. She had the pick before me, so she could have done it.
Yeah, but she understands fantasy sports pretty well, so I knew.
Oh,
Plus,
that's great.
I wouldn't, I don't know. All I know is I got the catcher I wanted. I wanted Adley Rutschman from the O's. I've had him for 3 years in different teams. He's contrary to what Phil's fans will tell you about JT. I think Adley Rutschman is actually the best current catcher in baseball. A lot of that goes to just he's young. JT's getting older. But that's who I was hoping to get. I was very thankful to get him on my team. And yes, I alluded to it earlier. I have Trey Turner on my team because he was the best available option at that time. And I needed a shortstop. He was the best available shortstop. And I figured, well, I better take him because someone else will. But he might be benched in, and I might put Anthony Volpe in today. So we'll see.
Yeah, I got to look at my lineup here, see what's happening here.
Oh yeah, I'll set my lineup. Even though I'm in my team right now, I'll set my lineup when we're done recording. But from now until August, we got fantasy baseball going.
And more cursing and more
I,
fun.
I mean, right now I'm beating John. John had a comeback of sorts last night. He's now I think 10 down from me, as opposed to 20 some.
Yeah, I'm 22 down.
But here's what's going to hurt me long run. I had 4 pitchers going on opening day. That's why my numbers were so big opening day because I had 4 pitchers going. I don't have any pitchers going, I think, for the next few days. So I
Yeah.
basically have to rely on my fielders to carry the weight now. I don't have it evenly distributed. And that's just, that's the problem with, drafting sometimes is you're
Well,
looking
you
for
don't
that best
know.
available option.
Yeah, but you don't
Um
know when they're pitching until that day.
I well
So,
I that's doing more research than sometimes I'm willing to do. Um
yeah,
Jamie's mom's husband is in our league. And he messaged me the day after the draft. He's like, I got to tell you my funny story about the draft. I'm like, okay. He's like, Friday, I printed up all these sheets of paper, like projections and where people should be and what time they should be, like when they should be drafted based on projections. And he's like, within 4 rounds, the sheets of paper were worthless.
I mean that's going far.
That's old school. That's old. I used to have paper when I would draft
I
fantasy football.
yeah, I
But
yeah.
I've also learned that all the projections on where people should go and what round in any fantasy sport goes out the window because
You don't know
people
who's
will
drafting
take,
who, so it's
yeah,
all a guessing game
you
at
don't
that
know
point.
who's drafting who, and people are going to take someone super earlier than they should supposedly go. And here's the thing with fantasy sports: the value of the player you draft kind of depends on you. Um, if you want to draft someone early, it's because you value them higher than what the experts tell you. Um,
I just really want to annoy Jamie, like I usually do. You
Oh
can tell her that one
boy.
too.
I figure, yeah, that's good.
I
That's
was wait,
good.
like I said, I was just waiting for that message, but no, that's why I took her Muto for, when I did, just to mess with her.
Here's my thing with catchers. Catchers, I consider, they are the captain of the team in ways that it's not seen on the field. They're the ones calling the pitches. They're the ones controlling the pace of the game, more or less. So I think having a good catcher, even in fantasy purposes, is a good thing. Um, even though
Well, he
that
did good for me last year.
even though they're more or less for fantasy purposes just there as batters, it's still a quality position to have. So I don't know. I'm surprised. I don't think anyone has taken Austin Wells off of the board yet.
I mean,
Not gonna lie,
he
I
did
made some moves.
shocking.
Yeah,
You
but
probably
all my
made moves
moves are
right
from my
after the
bench.
draft.
No, I made
I
moves
mean,
after opening day, but it was mostly bench players that I swapped out.
looking at my roster from last year, I have 3 players from last year that I have on my team.
Oh, I know I have Rutschman and Alonso. I always end up with Pete Alonso.
I have Remuta. JT got me 187 points last year, which is not too bad, despite he was out majority of that time with his surgery. He did have surgery last year, right?
Oh,
Did
I
he have
don't
knee
remember.
surgery?
Yeah, JT was off for a little bit.
Yeah, I
JT
was
was
gonna
out
say.
for a few.
And I have
Oh, I'm
Harper and Ian
sorry.
Happ.
The only people I have on my team from last year are Adley Rutschman and Teoscar Hernandez. So that means at some point I got rid of Alonso because I know I had him last year.
Yeah, besides
Um,
JT, I have Harper and Ian Happ from last year's
Ian Happ's
roster.
a good player for the Cubs. So
Yeah, he got me 351 last year, and this year he already has, I think, 11 for me.
I
So,
don't like
hey,
and I said something to Dave last year about it. The negative points for strikeouts frustrate the crap out of me because players are more often than not going to strike out.
yeah,
You're almost punishing guys for playing the game essentially.
yeah. So, yeah, that is frustrating.
It
I
is.
do
It's
have to say
very
that.
frustrating. Yes. That's why I was pissed off about Trey Turner because at one point he had negative 2 points for me because he struck out twice. I'm like, him drawing that walk, thankfully, it brought him back to 0 points. So
Well, Harper ended up getting me 6. He ended up getting me 6.
I don't know. I got to get through this first game with John. He's making a comeback. He's 12 points away from catching me. Now I didn't have a lot of guys in yesterday because of the off day for some teams, so we'll see how today goes. I'm hoping he can get into his team.
Yeah, I'm down by 22 on for my matchup right now.
You started the game down though too, didn't you?
Yeah,
Because of the
I
Dodgers
start.
Cubs.
Yeah, I had 2 points to start off with. I had 2 points. Yeah, I was down from the word go. But it's the name of the game.
It is. It is. I'm curious to see how it plays out because we have more people this year, more locals this year. I think there's 3 people up from where Dave's from, his dad, his friend Greg, and whoever Goular's low lifes are. Everyone else is from our surrounding area. Full Mookie Jacket is Tori, who I used to do the Phillies Baseball Together podcast with once a month.
Well, he's beating
Um,
me.
we got John the Bobble Bro, me, you, Jamie, Dave, and Jamie's mom's husband, Jason. So we'll
Hey,
have to do
it's
an
more
episode where we
teams.
try to get people from the league on just to talk. And I even said to Dave, next year we should either we do the draft as an episode
Could do that.
or we draft in person and have everyone at the Hosey putting the draft on the big screen TV at the bar, and we draft at the bar.
We could definitely turn into an episode. We have
That
the
might turn into
technology.
a story about on an episode.
Either way, it
I'm
could be
leading in
interesting.
moves. I don't like that.
I mean, it could be interesting. A few drinks while you're drafting.
I'll drink some $1.50 Yingling premiums. So
You son of a bitch! I wanted to have. Come on.
I've only done one draft in person, and that was years ago in my old fantasy football league, the Shady Pines League, where our trophy was named after Rue McClanahan. It was an inside joke about Sean Hassenplug. Um,
Oh God.
and we had a live draft one year, and that was a lot of fun. Everyone made something, like it was a big potluck. I would do an in person draft again sometime, just because it was a ton of fun. But gotta set my lineup for the day. Gotta figure. I'm probably taking Trey out of the starting spot. I'm gonna put probably Anthony Volpe in the starting spot. I made some moves just to try and tighten up my team, both on the bench and a little bit in position players. I'm leaving my pitching the way it is. I think I should be fine, because I know over the course of the season, the four guys who started on opening day aren't always going to be on the same day, just because of travel days, injuries, so on and so forth. So, um, I think I did okay for drafting ninth.
Always helps.
Yeah, I hate my team,
See,
but I think I did the best I
you
could with my
always hate your
ninth
team.
with my
You
ninth
always hate your
place
team.
with my ninth place draft
Maybe
spot.
Dave did that to you on purpose. He took
Maybe.
first, you took ninth.
Well, I think then he purposely put his dad at 10th, which would be funny. By the way, next week is you and I.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna whoop my ass.
I don't know about that. Okay, so the 31st starts our game. All right. All right.
Yeah, that's
Well, good
this week's
luck.
kind of short though. This week's kind of short.
Well, this week also included the Cubs Dodgers series.
Oh,
So
that's right, it
technically it
did.
was like 3 weeks instead of one.
Right, I forgot about that.
But we got
Fun times.
22 weeks of fantasy baseball. So
22 weeks of son of a bitch, and I hate my team.
I'm sure I won't be the only person hating their team at some point over this season. So
You're the only one that I know of that as soon as the draft is over, I hate my
I'm
team.
I'm
That's
highly
all I
critical
get.
of my team, and I'm the
As
one who
soon as the
drafted
draft
them.
ends, I hate my team. Son of a bitch. It's like
I don't
it's
think I
just
said son of a bitch.
no, but I could just hear you saying that.
See, now I got to go back to our chat and see if that's exactly what I said.
What, I hate my team?
Yeah.
When was the draft? 26th?
Draft is open, but it doesn't start until 6:15.
What day was that?
The 23rd. 6:29. I think I screwed up at first base. LOL. Who did you draft? I
Oh
did
yeah, that
Freeman
whole
first, which I forgot he was first base, and now I have Harper. Oh yeah,
I did
709. I freaking hate my team. All right.
Yep, I told
I'm
you. I told you you did. I told you, like right after the draft, I hate my team.
and you had fish sticks. So
Yes, I had fish sticks. Fishy sticks.
do you like putting fish sticks in your mouth? Well, I think on that note, this is the end of the second half.
I need a cup of coffee.
So Wednesday, your league starts for roller hockey. Yeah, I see you're
Yes.
representing your team. Irons up.
Yep.
Gonna be in goal this season.
That's gonna be interesting.
Um,
Well, first time in full season that
since '97.
I am. No, maybe 98, 99, maybe.
Okay.
But just doing it off and on, just doing off and on last year, but now getting the full spot this year, it's like this is gonna be fun. So got the bag packed, ready to run.
Yeah, I think you got to find out if they're gonna still live stream the games
I sent a message to them to see if they are, then see if we can post the link on the
in
Facebook
the group.
page.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll see if see if I can send a message to them today. See what they say.
Okay.
This way they can get the link because I know they try to do it. I know some weeks they can't because of technical issues, but I know a lot of times the games are on Facebook Live.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool if we can share that in the group. Then that's an exclusive thing to the group. You can watch David in goal.
Watch me get my ass kicked.
I think you're giving yourself too hard of a time. Is your brother playing still?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Oh yeah. So that's gonna get interesting.
Yeah, it will. Sorry, a little guy just walked by as we were talking. Someone is clearly awake. So he probably should wrap this up since he's down on the couch looking at me as I record.
Why are you looking at me, Dad?
Well, give a shout out to Dave. We already talked about Dave and Greg, who are part of the Rural Blaze Banter podcast. You can find them wherever you get your podcast. The other ship is the Pro Wrestling Podcast with the Pop Culture Lean. You can find them wherever you get your podcasts. You can find us in the Linktree account in every episode. Click there, go to our YouTube page, go to our TeePublic store. All of our social media accounts are in there. Also in the episode description is the link to our NASPOD MVPs group. If you listen to the show and you like what you hear, join us in the group. We have fun discussions. We post crazy videos and memes about sports. I shared one the other day. I don't know if you saw it, David, but it was a picture of Mark McGwire back when he was with the A's talking to Bill Murray. And the comment was, how didn't we realize he was on steroids when at one point Bill Murray had a bigger upper body than he did?
Yeah, that's kind of a red flag. Kind of a red flag there.
Something's not right there.
One of these things aren't like the other.
No, that's true. That is true. But I don't know if I have anything else to add. I'm bookending my Saturdays. I don't know if you know this. So Saturday mornings, me and you record NASPOD. Saturday nights, I record the Pro Wrestling Outlaws.
Well, there you go.
I start my Saturday with recording a podcast. I end my Saturday recording a podcast. So tonight we'll be doing 8-bit wrestling games.
Oh damn!
So we're gonna be talking about the NES wrestling games, the 2 games for the Sega Master System, and the 2 games for the Atari 7800.
Wow!
I've played all of them over the years, and most recently played them all this week to get reacquainted with them. There are 2 that are actually really good.
Well, everybody tune in for that.
Yeah,
hear which fun. 2 are actually really good.
If you've played the Nintendo in the 80s, you might know which 2 are good. But with that, you can find us wherever you get your podcast. Please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. My name's Jason.
I'm David.
And we'll talk with you next time.
Good morning.